Alright, it's your boy back with another video. I just got off of work. Excuse me if I look kind of dusty and dirty. My shirt on the kind of job I got right now is kind of a dusty, dirty ass job, but it is what it is for the moment. But so yeah, man, I put up a poll the other day. I put up two options on the video that I could make, and I asked y'all which one would y'all prefer. Either the topic on giving your coworkers car rides, or the topic on flirting with your coworkers, mingling at work. I know a lot of y'all stressed, like, man, you know, don't shit where you eat at, don't mingle where you work at type shit, don't even cross the boundaries type shit. So I'm just gonna give my personal opinion and, you know, what I think on each situation. I'm gonna touch on both topics on this one video. So I'm gonna talk about the car ride situation first. I feel like, man, because I've been in a situation, having a good heart, feeling like, you know, feeling obligated to give somebody a car ride if they ask for one. I've done it in the past, and that gave me all the knowledge, man, on moving forward, that I'll never do it again. Like, and I don't feel bad for it. I mean, if you pay your own car bill, you pay your own car notes, man, you could do whatever the fuck you want to do with your car. Ain't nobody obligated to be inside your vehicle if they ain't cutting in on whatever you know, your maintenance on that car, your payments on that car. If they ain't got no part of that, they shouldn't have no part on, you know, feeling obligated for you to give them a ride type shit. So, man, I was in a situation where, man, like, I gave somebody a ride one time, and that shit turned to 3 months. I'm talking about, and it was on me. You know, like I said, having the heart I had at the time. He was a cool co-worker, and we worked the night shift, so we get off super late at night, like 1 a.m. in the morning. And I saw him standing outside waiting for his ride, so I just pulled up on him, rolled the window down, like, hey man, you need a ride? You know, and he called his girlfriend and said, boom, all right, you know, and let her know that she didn't have to come pick him up. So I thought that I was just gonna be one and done type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I give him a ride that night, drop him off, boom. But that shit turned to 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, pretty much until I left that job. And I was in a situation where I wasn't really stern at the time, like, you know, because honestly, I got tired of giving him a car ride. But I didn't stress it too much because he didn't stay too far from me. But I just kind of felt like, damn, I'm making myself feel like I'm obligated to give this nigga a ride, bro, to give this dude a ride. And he was giving me gas money in the beginning. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. He was giving me gas money in the beginning, like $5 a week, you know. And some of y'all probably like, hell nah, got me fucked up. But at the time, it was just like, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? This was like 5 years ago, and you know, I was being passive about it. And like I said, it wasn't like he was a random coworker. It was a coworker I laugh with, you know, joke it up with, chop it up with at work type shit. So I was like, all right, $5, whatever, it is what it is. I'm the one that went out my way to offer a car ride, so boom. And I didn't really set too many boundaries as far as that. But it just became a headache, man. And then it got to the point to where he was expecting a car ride every night. He would have me a couple times, like on the way to drop him off. I'm like I told y'all, we get off super late, so I'm already tired. And on the way they drop him off, at the last second he'll say, hey, pull in through this neighborhood right here, pull in through this hood. So I gotta pull into some random hood so he can like run up on the porch and meet with the weed man or whatever. He will get some kind of shit. I'm just like, damn, bro, I'm tired, bro. I don't even want to be in this area right now. And it's just like, people will do that. You know, they see you a nice person, they see you going out your way to help them out, and they'll take an inch and run a mile with it type shit. So, you know, be careful with letting people take your kindness for weakness. And people will definitely do that when it comes to asking you for a car ride. Now, that was 5 years ago. Me, I'm totally different now. Hell nah. You know what I'm saying? You know, I won't give them a middle finger to their face if they ask me for a car ride. It ain't no need for all that. But in my head, I'm giving them a middle finger, like, hell nah, motherfucker. I ain't giving nobody a car ride. Like, I'll even lie if I have to. If I don't feel like saying no, I'll just like say, hey, look, I'll stay, you know, if they tell me they stay in such and such over here in town, I say I'll stay way over here. I'll say the complete opposite, man, like, for real. I won't hesitate to lie in your face real quick if I got to. Like, Cause at the end of the day, I'd rather not even get myself in that situation again. Cause like I said, once you give them one car ride, one favor, they gonna ask for multiple, infinite car rides, infinite favors. Cause it's like, they don't have a vehicle, they don't have a car. Getting a car ain't easy for everybody. I'm not judging people who don't have a car. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I do what I gotta do to keep my car on the road. I'm not no balling ass nigga yet. You know, I'm gonna get there one day. But I'm doing all that I can to keep the little car that I got on the road. Like, why I gotta go out my way to give you a ride all the time type shit? So I'm not even gonna put myself in that situation. I'm gonna just avoid it altogether. I would lie saying I stay over here. That, you know, where you stay at is too far out the way. Or I've told a couple of people no, just straight up, like, nah, man, you can't do that. I told one dude at my job a couple years ago, I was like, nah, man. And he was a cool dude, you know what I'm saying? He was a good, you know, generally a good person. But I was just like, nah, man. And this nigga had the nerve to ask me one day, I was surprised. He came up to me with confidence, asked me, can I borrow your car and run up down the road to the store and grab something to eat? He asked me if he could get in my car, if I could hand him my car keys, you know, so he can go out the building, go to my car, put my car keys in my car ignition, you know what I'm saying? Reverse, back out the parking spot, put it in drive, leave the job premises, go where he gotta go, then come back. And I'm just sitting inside the job facility doing, you know, working, and this nigga out here driving my car. Hell nah, man. What the fuck I look like? I don't give a fuck how passive you is, how nice and much of a pushover you. Man, you better grow some fucking nuts, man. Someone asks you like some shit like that, you better tell them, hell nah. I told him straight, I said, nah, man, nah, man. You know, and he had no choice but to respect that. He's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Hell nah, what kind of question is that? You know, and his priorities was fucked up. I ain't gonna lie, man. This nigga, was worried about all the wrong shit instead of getting himself a car. And the job we was working at was paying pretty good. Like, he should have had a car on the road. And he had been there 7-8 months at the time. He started after I did. And he's still going around asking people for car rides. Like, he would ask me sometimes, but he would mainly ask some, like, a couple other people. And he used some old lady. He used some old lady at the job. Him, and he had a girlfriend at the job with him who ended up marrying him. Which they got married, and he didn't even have a vehicle yet, which was crazy. Like I said, priorities all fucked up. Like, get a car first in your name or something, or at least a car, but at least before you get married. Like, come on, bruh. So him and his wife would be using this old lady at the job for a car ride after work every day, man. I used to feel so bad for her, because I know that she wasn't gonna put her foot down and tell him no type shit, you know what I'm saying? But and I think eventually she got out of that situation. But like I said, once you nice to somebody one time, they gonna just try to like run over you type shit. And it's not always them trying to be malicious, but it's just that if you tell them yeah, they're gonna go to where they're comfortable at. They're not gonna ask somebody new for a car ride. You told them yeah last time you're gonna give them a car ride, so what do you think they're gonna ask this time? They're gonna ask you again, motherfucker, because you keep saying yeah. Scared to say no looking ass motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? And I used to be kind of passive too. That's how I know how some of y'all may be. Now some of y'all already been stern. Y'all been stern since y'all came out your mother's womb type shit. Y'all like, hell nah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably never tolerated that shit. So me, I had to go through a couple of experiences that kind of like get me to understand, like, nah, man, you know, you gotta stand up for yourself, speak up for yourself. You ain't obligated to get nobody a car ride. I don't care if they your coworker, I don't care if they even your friend type shit. Now, unless they do favors for you, that's different. But if they just asking you for a car ride out of nowhere, and they ain't never contributed to nothing in your life, or y'all don't even really hang with each other or anything, you don't owe them nothing, bro. Come on, man. You don't owe them nothing. So I'll never give a car ride out no more like that. It depends. And I had a recent situation at a job I was at a couple months ago. A dude asked for a ride. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I told him a lie. I ain't tell him straight up no. I said some bullshit like I had to be somewhere after work type shit. Because he was a cool dude too, man. And I know he had scoped me out. What he did was, he started a conversation with me because we was about to clock out. I'm thinking he's starting a genuine conversation with me, but the way he did it this time, it kind of seemed different. And he caught me off guard at the end of the conversation, like, yeah, man, I was, you know, I don't think my ride's coming after work today, man. Damn, man. Like, he was being indirect. He didn't want to ask me directly for a car ride. He didn't want to be like, hey, can you give me a car ride? He rather just indirectly just be like, he want to imply that he don't have a car ride after work, so I could be like, oh, I'll give you a car ride. Come with me. You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Nah, yeah, I ain't St. Nicholas, none of that. And I'm not trying to be cold-hearted. Like I said, it depends on the situation. If he stayed down the road, of course, I'd give him a car ride, man. If he stayed like right down the road, I ain't gonna lie. You know, all right, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a generous brother when I want to be. I'm just saying, like, I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I'm going to be used and uncomfortable, and I'd rather not even fuck with the fire to begin with. You know what I'm saying? If I know it might lead to a bigger fire, I'm not even going to fuck with a small fire. Just don't even allow yourself to enter into that territory. Just, nah, I'm good, man. So there's nothing wrong. You're not obligated to give nobody a car ride if they're your coworker. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. And if you do give somebody a car ride, set boundaries, man. Make sure your car clean, because if you don't respect your property, then they're not gonna respect it. If I get in your car and your car dirty and shit, unorganized, if I eat something in your car, I might just take the straw wrapper and throw it, crumble it up, throw it on the side of the car somewhere. Probably not give a fuck how your car looks. Some motherfuckers actually smoke in your car. Like me, I don't even smoke. So I've had niggas, you know, ride in my car before, like, oh, I cannot smoke this and that. And like in the past, a long time ago, I say, you know, yeah, whatever. Like nowadays, if I was to give somebody a car ride, if they actually smoke, I'd just be like, nah, you know what I'm saying? You know, cause I'm just not on that type of time. But yeah, man, just have respect for yourself. Stand up for yourself. You ain't obligated to give nobody a car ride, bro. Like I said, I don't care if they're your coworker. It is what it is. So I had to say, somebody else will do it. You don't got to do it. Somebody else will do it. So, tell me your opinions on that. You know, type it in the comments below. Your experience with people asking you for car rides. It ain't nothing wrong with helping. Everybody start from somewhere. It was a time where I probably had to ask for a car ride, which I never did. I always had like a relative come and pick me up from work. I didn't even want to. Me personally, I don't even want to ask people for car rides. Like I don't want to be that person that be like edgy on asking people for a car ride. I don't want to be that dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause some people be dope fiend with that shit, like they basers, basing for a car ride type shit, fiending for a car ride. You don't want to be that dude that's just people hiding from after work, like, oh, he gonna try to ask me. I would never that. But I've had my own car for like 5 years now, so you know. But everybody start from somewhere. There's nothing wrong with being generous. I'm just saying, don't let nobody take advantage of you and make you feel obligated to sit in your passenger seat and click on your seatbelt and make you drive them around all across town type shit. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, that's the first topic, giving coworkers car rides. Now, second topic, flirting with coworkers. I remember somebody made a comment on my video, on my first coworkers video that I made, and it was a guy, and his comment specifically was something like, he has a girlfriend, but there's this girl at work that touches on him. And, you know, he was asking me, I forget exactly how it went, but I guess he was maybe a little uncomfortable with it. And he don't want his girl to find out about it type shit. But he thinks the girl's just being friendly. And I think, honestly, I don't think it's no big deal, man. As long as she not touching on your groin, your private area, rubbing on your dick. Yeah, I said it. Rubbing on you. Calling you poppy and daddy type shit. Giving you the eyes. Like, that's different. You in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know you faithful, you know you loyal to your girl, I wouldn't even see no problem with it, man. If she just like, you know, some girls just do that. You know, I've had girls do that, you know, to me. They just like to touch, you know what I'm saying? You know, but granted, I'm single, so, you know, but, hey, you know, but you in a relationship, I don't really see the big deal about it. But if it make you uncomfortable, then just let her know. Just like, you know, like, hey, you know, I appreciate it if you don't touch me as much. Or, you know, I got a girlfriend. You cool and all. I just, you know, I really appreciate it if you just don't, you know, do all that. And she better respect that, you know. And if she keep doing it, just stop hanging with her. Let her know again. Or, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say completely go to HR because I don't know the girl. I'm pretty sure the girl don't mean no harm. You know, but just limit yourself and your time around her, man, because some people just really touchy, man. I wouldn't even look too deep into that for real. But overall, flirting with coworkers, man, my honest take on it, I know what y'all gonna say. I know I'm gonna rub some feathers to. Honestly, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't, cause some people don't really go out like that. Some people that might be the only time they feel like they can, you know, mingle with somebody. Like, I ain't talking about mingle at the job type shit, but like, you know, be a little flirty. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe you joke around a little bit. You may see somebody you kind of physically attracted to at the job. You know, and you know, you're grown ass motherfucking adults. You should know your boundaries. You should know your limits. Don't go too far with the shit. Don't be fucking on the job. You know, I know it goes on. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see nothing wrong just initially with just like innocent light flirting on the job, man. Like, I really don't see nothing wrong with that, for real. You know, like granted, you know, of course, don't go too far with it. Limit yourself to that shit. Don't make nobody feel uncomfortable. Don't be inappropriate. Be careful. Make sure that person really fuck with you. But even still, you gotta be careful with that, because like I talked about in my other video, you know, coworkers are not your friends. So you'll think somebody really rock with you the whole time they don't really fuck with you like that. So you really gotta be careful. I'm just saying, I don't really see nothing wrong with flirting. Just a little bit of tad bit of flirting at the job. Like, I'm not gonna be like no fucking like, what you call it, General Sarge or some shit. Like, don't do no flirting at the job. No, don't even look at her. Don't look at him, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's just like, you grown ass people, like, you bound to come across somebody you kind of take a liking to at the job. It's bound to happen. Now, if you're in a relationship, you know, that's on you if you want to be loyal or not. I can't tell you what to do. It's your fucking life. You know what I'm saying? But people gonna do what they want to do anyway, so it don't matter what a motherfucker say on the video. It really don't matter, man. You know? And I feel like everybody done flirted at the job before. Maybe that's where you learn why not to do it. Some people act hard on YouTube and say, oh no, I don't do this and that. But granted, if the right chick or the right dude come along, they ass gonna be googly eyed, trying to talk to the motherfucker, trying to get their number, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you adults, it's just part of the real world. Some people met their special other at the job. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people have met their significant other at the workplace. I'm not gonna act like, I'm not gonna ride the wave, you know, I'm just being honest. It's just real life. I'm just saying, be appropriate. Don't be inappropriate. Don't make nobody uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Don't make no sexual remarks type shit, because you're gonna get yourself in trouble. You know, some people like that shit. I'm not gonna lie. I flirted at the job before. You know, I don't go too far with it. It is what it is. Like, if they show a little interest, okay. I've had girls touch on my muscles, you know what I'm saying? Touch on my muscles, you know, ooh, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? Giving me compliments, ooh, you know, I got cologne on. You know, the women are like that. Yeah, I can't really speak from a woman perspective, because I'm a guy. But I would just say, be careful, man. Just don't go too far with it. Know your boundaries. And just keep it light, man. And if y'all want to, you know, chop it up, chill out outside of work, just be careful, man, because I'm not going to sit here and say you can't. You do whatever the fuck you want to do, but some shit can come back to bite you in the ass. If you get too involved with somebody, and then one day, it could be a situation like, let's say you get involved with a girl outside of work, or for a girl, if you get involved with a guy outside of work, boom, boom, boom. Now they see you kind of chopping it up, interacting with somebody else at the job later down the road. Now they might get in their feelings, get a little jealous. And some of y'all may be guilty of that. Probably got jealous because somebody you was flirting with somebody else. And now out of spite, they can, you know, try to bring you down, try to report you, try to get you fired type shit, make your life hell at the workplace. So I see why people say don't mingle at the job. I get it. Don't shoot me down. I'm just being realistic. Some people just, that's where they get their little interaction on. That's how they, you know, some people meet at the workplace. You know? But I don't really see nothing wrong with flirting at the job. It's just be careful with it, man. You know, limit it. Don't go crazy with it. Don't go overboard with it. You know, you see somebody you like, you know, hey, what's up? You know, you look nice. You know, just be careful with this shit, man. Some people really be going through it in their personal life. They probably, you know, don't mind a little compliment every now and then. You don't know what somebody going through. But me, I'm the type, I don't really make the move first anyway. If somebody kind of like open up to me type shit, because people tend to open up to me, I guess I have a good spirit, a good energy, then I, okay, I don't mind reciprocating a little bit, but I'll be careful with it type shit. But overall, don't trust your coworkers or anything for real. I'm just being realistic about the flirting thing, in my opinion. I'm not gonna play tough on the video and say I've never flirted at the job before. Like, if some of y'all have never flirted at the job before, kudos to y'all, man. You the macho motherfucker, man. I'm guilty, I guess. I'm guilty. But it's not something. I don't flirt all the time. I'm not no crazy person with it. I'm not no thirsty ass dog. I'm just being real. Like, I've flirted and I've entertained things at the job before. It is what it is, But I don't, overall, I don't really see nothing wrong with it. Just don't, like I said, don't be no fucking weirdo or creep, That will come back to bite you in the ass. And I've seen people get fired over that shit. Matter of fact, the same guy I talked about earlier in the first half of the video about the car ride shit, the one that asked me, could he ride my car to go get something? You know what I'm saying? And I said, nah. He ended up getting fired. No speculation, he got fired over some sexual harassment shit. And I remember, and it's funny because, like I said, his girlfriend / wife worked at a job with him, and I guess he would be like trying to flirt with other girls behind her back. And it's like all these girls at the job done met your wife already. They already don't got respect for, because some girls don't like that shit. Like, I just met your wife, why you gonna try to get at me, blah blah blah. I had a girl come to me tell me about that. Like, they bring the drama to me type shit. Like, I just listen to it. I don't really get into all that, but that's how I knew what was going on. But I always see on myself, you know what I'm saying? I kind of peep shit. I be quiet, but I be peeping shit low key. You just kind of like walk around with his tank top on, pull up his sleeves and shit. I knew what he was doing. Trying to, let the girl see his little arms and shit. And it's like, bro, you got your wife work here, man. You doing all this. But whatever he got fired for, man, he must have made a girl real uncomfortable. And that nigga just went incognito one day. Went ghost, man. And there was speculation he got fired for sexual harassment. And like, how do you explain that to your wife, bro, that work with you? Like, you gonna say you was framed or something? She probably know how you get down. She know how you is. Unless she just want to turn the blind eye and just be like, okay, But yeah, and I had another coworker. He got caught watching porn at the job or whatever. But he ain't get fired for that. He got fired for showing girls at the job videos of his girl, doing stuff with a dildo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, doing stuff with a dildo. And I guess, what it was is, I think some girls thought it was funny and cute at first, and then he got too comfortable and he thought he could show more women. And I think what happened was somebody didn't take too kindly to that. They might have took offense to that. They was disgusted, and he got reported. And apparently him and his wife are swingers. And he ended up getting fired, long story short. You know what I'm saying? And one time this gay boy at the job got fired for twerking at the job too much, just doing stuff that made the other guys at the job uncomfortable. He even said certain things kind of directed at me one time. I just kind of disregarded it, you know what I'm saying? I don't make a big deal out of that shit. He's just like, keep that shit away from me, But he ended up getting fired overall for saying sexual things at the job too. Saying sexual things, people really ain't trying to hear that shit for real. Let's just be honest. Like, a lot of guys really ain't trying to hear that shit. So somebody reported him, so he ended up getting fired. So that's just things along the lines of like sexual content, sexual things that you're saying at the job. Be careful with that shit, man, because some people don't tolerate that shit. And you will get a call from HR, and you will be in HR office, about to get terminated behind that shit. But just flirting itself, bro, I don't really see nothing wrong with just a little bit of flirting here and there. It is what it is, man. But yeah, so that's my video, man. That's my topic on both topics: the car rides, giving your coworkers car rides. You don't have to be obligated. You're not obligated at all to give a coworker a car ride. And me personally, I just avoid it altogether. I'd rather not even step into that territory. I just nip it right in the bud. I just tell them, nah. First time somebody asks, nah. You know, I just avoid eye contact. If I see somebody standing waiting for a ride, I'm not judging nobody. Like I said, I've been in that situation before. Me having my own car and me being in a situation where I was taken advantage of as far as giving car rides to somebody, I don't want to even go through that again. So me personally, I avoid eye contact with certain people when I'm leaving the job. You know, some people will try to get cool with you just to eventually ask you for a car ride. Like ain't that crazy? Cause they peep you a decent dude, you a nice person or a decent woman, and they'll try to feel like they can get by with you. Like, people know who to ask. You know, and that's on you, man. If you want to give them a car ride, that's on you, man. It's your life. You know, me personally, like I said, I've been through annoying experiences with that. I'm not stepping into that again. I'm not doing that. So I like my privacy. You know, I like being in the car by myself, you know, when I leave work. I like that. I like eating in the car by myself when it's lunchtime. I like all that shit. So, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a video related to coworkers, workplace, job related type shit. You know, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit like, subscribe. I hope this is another banger. And yeah, man, this your boy and I'm out. Boom!